Oh my lord, it's adding so much ear candy. It's amazing. What is up, guys? I'm back with another video. So I just recently played around with some Afrobeats and I discovered a really awesome way to add some texture. So this sound design tip is for you guys. So let's jump straight into how I did it. Okay, so in the project I have this beauty down here. So let's have a listen to what it does. So did you notice the difference? This is just a crowd ambience texture thing. So let's just play it. Just something that I found on Splice. So let's just try to recreate this sound with another sample so you get like the idea of how I created this texture thing. So let's mute this one. And then I found this sample on Splice. The way that I do this is if we look at the original one that I used, you can see there are some cuts here. So I cut up the sample in terms of the beat. So I want this sound to be some kind of rhythmic, so it moves together with the beat. So I want to chop up this sample. So I'm just gonna browse through to find some sections that I like. This one is cool. Create a new track, and then I'm just gonna drag up these bits that I like. This one is also cool. This one works as well. Yeah, and I think this one, the last one here. Okay, so now we have some kind of sequence, but an important thing to do in FL when doing cuts on audio is to always go to the declicking mode and select either generic or one of the other declicking modes. So you remove any unwanted clicks and pops in your sample. You see, it works. We're just gonna duplicate this one. Okay, so right now we have the sequence here, but I want to add some movement to it. So we're just gonna assign it to the mixer track. And on the mixer track, I'm gonna insert Shaperbox. So the first component I'm gonna add is a sidechain. So it's docking. And the mix is almost to 100. Then the next component, this is the important one to add movement. It's some panning and it's synced to 1 bar. And it's just, I think I just used this like default shape. So it's just moving to like one of each of the sides. So it's just moving like this. I hope you got the idea here. I don't know, it was a stupid way of doing it, but I hope it makes sense. So let's have a listen. So if you're on good speakers or headphones, you should notice that it's traveling, the sound is traveling from left to right. And then the last thing is to add an EQ. And usually I'm removing a lot of the low end and also some of the top end, because when you have these kind of field recordings, a lot of unwanted low end is caught in the recording, and we don't want that to mess up with the bass and other parts that occupy that area of the frequency space. You can see here, like, there is some low end here. So we're just gonna remove that. And also a little bit off the top end, because I wanted to feel like it's a little bit like pulled back into the mix. Okay, so that's actually it for this sound. So let's have a listen to it with the beat. And now, like, the magic trick is to just play around with the volume knob on the fader to just gradually introduce it in together with your beat and the other elements in your track. Because right now, this is too loud. I just want it to be like a subtle effect to my track, just to fill up like the gaps of the frequency range. Oh my lord, it's adding so much ear candy. It's amazing. Okay, so let's have a quick A and B so you can hear the difference that it makes to your beat. So that was my newly discovered sound design tip. I'm definitely gonna use this in some of my future and upcoming tracks. I hope this inspired you to add some texture to your own tracks. And remember, you can use this for all other genres. I just did it for this Afrobeat style track. So if you liked the video, it will mean so much to me if you will smash the like button or even subscribe to the channel. It will be so awesome if you want to be a part of this production community. I'm going to share a lot of different tips and tricks in the future. So hopefully I'm going to see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.